Hello my friends and welcome to another episode of our Medieval 2 England campaign playing on the JLMP Vanilla Kingdoms mod. Where did we leave off last time? It's been a few days since I last played. Yes, okay, I think I can remember. We were going to attack this rebel captain just outside of Burgos with the intention of using this light force to hopefully take Burgos to complete a mission. Where we'll get some of the best units currently available, and also to make some sort of small expansion against the Kingdom of Spain. Portugal are looking like they're about to launch an attack against Pamplona. We have a reasonable garrison with 3 units of longbows, plenty of spearmen, a few billmen. We've even got a sword unit in there as well, and some cavalry. They are made up of pretty much entirely town militia. In fact, almost entirely town militia. They've got a couple of missile units. One javelin, really badly damaged peasant archer, and then a peasant crossbowman. We can't see all of the unit counts for all of these troops. They are somewhat hidden. Their numbers are hidden from us. But we've got a bit of an idea that if they're all about 130 to 160 men per unit, oh yes, we're in for a little bit of an interesting fight, aren't we? So we'll leave it at that. I think it's going to be around about the 2,500 mark, something like that, probably. Not too sure. My maths is not great, so I can't really work things out that quickly. We only have 268 coin on hand, so I've got no way of purchasing any additional units in Pamplona, so we're going to have to rely on that garrison alone. We've defeated the Irish, so we are currently laying siege to Inverness. King Edward is leading the siege there. He's got a pretty badly damaged army. Did I dispatch any troops for retraining? I think some of these guys may have been retrained. I can't remember. Or did I just keep everybody in his army? I think I maybe kept everybody together. I just merged a couple of units. I might just merge a couple of these as well. I know that got rid of the unit that was, armor upgrade, but I'm relying on numbers more than anything at this point. So yes, we're going to take the castle of Inverness. That completely unifies the British Isles under our control. We do not exactly have the biggest military power in the British Isles at this moment in time. Our military is pretty well spread out across all provinces. And to be honest, they're at numbers where they're just about keeping public order in check and not really much else. So my plan, which I think I talked about last time, was to get King Edward. I need to keep remembering it's King Edward now. Get his forces together and retrain. Probably split them across places like Carnarvon and Nottingham for retraining. Gather some troops together and then go for the fortress of Caen, the French fortress of Caen. That will give us a really nice foothold, a defendable foothold for us to start expanding outwards from here to places like Rennes, Bruges, maybe Antwerp. I'm not too sure if we want to stretch ourselves out too thinly, but the immediate vicinities from Caen, so Rennes, Angers, maybe Paris as well, but Paris has got a reasonable garrison in there, so maybe not them straight away, but you know what I mean. Give ourselves a nice little foothold, perhaps to a point where we can maybe get a peace agreement with the French. What we need in order to get peace, to be honest, is a reconciliation with the papacy, which is probably not going to be happening anytime soon. Because we are constantly fighting other Catholic factions, and he is not very happy about it. But once the Pope passes away and a new Pope takes the seat, we, in theory, should automatically be reconciled. So if we can then stay on his good side, which does unfortunately mean not going to war with France. Ooh. Holy Roman Empire is not in his good books either. And to be honest, Venice got denounced? No, they didn't. Did they get reconciled? I think they got reconciled recently. They were denounced at one point. But yeah, it looks like the Milanese, the Venetians, the Holy Roman Empire, even France is not that great in his book. So he is not a very happy pope across the Catholic continent. Yes, there's a lot of people that are not making him happy at all. Well, we'll just have to see how things turn out. He may die a very unhappy man. In the meantime, let's deal with this. A couple of light units. We're going to try and rely on our cavalry for this. Some crossbows and some javelins. The javelins are going to be the biggest problem. We've encountered the javelins with the Portuguese before, and they were not quite as easy to run down as other missile units in this game. But hopefully even our Hobilars will be able to do enough. And maybe I've spoken too soon because this terrain is atrocious. Goodness me, this is abysmal. Okay. There's really not a lot I'm going to be able to do with this. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get our cavalry over on this side, maybe. This is just diabolical. Oh, I didn't move my catapults. Where are you now? Oh, right in the front. Okay. Right. Let's just tell people to move up this way. Speed. I'm not going to run them at this point. I think I'm going to try and walk them as best I can. Try and conserve as much energy as possible because this hill is just atrocious. Why would we be happy to fight them here? This captain is extremely inexperienced. Okay, we're getting ourselves up to the better ground. Well, that's a nice little castle there. I'd happily live there. Let's run the cavalry a little bit. And then just walk. Okay, so the enemy are regrouping. That's fine. My men are so tired walking up this hill. Wrong unit. The enemy are kind of moving around. So let's come across. Oh. Run that way, run that way, run away. Try and completely swarm this crossbow unit with our cav. And it's the captain as well. Oh, we lost a few Hobilars there. They are light cavalry. They're not the best at melee defense, unfortunately. But let's get our captain another way over here. This cav, I'm going to try and run down the crossbow. We want to wipe out all of these troops if we can, please.
We remain true and steadfast. Victory will be ours.
If you guys don't mind running them down, that'd be great. If you could stop getting caught by the javelins. Apparently we're struggling to... oh, there we go. Yeah, we are struggling to run down this unit, apparently. Why are we struggling to run down this unit? Just get down the hill, then run them down. That's all it took. I think we lost... what was that? 6, 7? Oh, okay, 6. That's fine. Easy. Okay. Didn't suffer as many casualties as I was expecting. That's fine. That clears the path. I fought that in real time because this is a very, very light captain force we are dispatching. Are we going to get Man of the Hour for that, maybe? Possibly. Oh, yes. Lovely. Give me that bodyguard.
An honor, sire. As you will, my
right,
king.
what do we have here? Oh, it's a general. Okay.
Besieging army at your command,
A
sir.
general in the mix.
Hail, my king.
Well, why stop
As you
now?
command, my liege.
61 men. Vasco. What's his name? Bodyguard? Jeanette. Oh dear, he has missile cavalry as his bodyguard. Okay, we're going to have to rely on... I'm going to rely on my peasant archers and my catapults to do all this. 7 melee attack, 12 missile attack, 10 defense. So he is not the strongest of bodyguards. But, yeah, we're going to have to rely on our archers a little bit, I think. Gregory Dorby was our new general's name.
Courage, men. We march Dash into battle!
He was actually not a bad general, actually, out of that. That man of the hour was quite generous. I'm quite happy with that. At least we now have another general on mainland Europe that we can use for commanding battles. It's not bad. Not a bad town. Not a bad map at all. So I'm going to pull back slightly. Light cavalry, and then our bodyguard. How the bodyguard got there so quickly? No idea. Okay, let's knock that gate down. Go for the towers afterwards. Assuming we have enough ammunition left after this. 60%. Hopefully we can stay relatively accurate. 72. Come on, guys. You got this. 96. One more hit. And fling those rocks. Nope, you missed. That's it.
George, we've breached the enemy's walls.
Okay, gate is down. I mean, I could just send troops in through the gate to make sure they can't command the towers, but I don't want the enemy cavalry to kind of just walk down this road into my troops and then activate these towers just because they're within proximity. So I'm going to bring my catapults forward a little bit. I'm going to knock some towers down if we can, please. Accurate. One hit, so 5 boulders to knock a tower down. And we should have enough ammunition for both. There we go, lovely. Next one. 20%. What I might do is I might send my cavalry in first. Goodness, we are missing. There we go, 40%. Guys, come on. 60. 80. Guys, come on. It didn't take this amount of time to knock down the first. Why are you missing so badly? There we go. Thank goodness for that. Okay, right. Flaming shots from this point. So I'm thinking I might send my cavalry in to the town. Now that we've got that gate sorted. And the towers. Forward. Only because I want to try and see if we can maybe entice him to come to the gateway. Alright, bring the light cavalry forward. One unit that way. One unit that way.
Our soldiers have proved their worth.
Gonna want to come forward. Okay, there we go. Now he's trying to come forward. Excellent. Fire at will. Light cav. Intercept. Spearman. Intercept. Let's go, catapults. Fire. I mean, we weren't going to hit anything, were we, really, with that? Basically trying to essentially pin him down. We're going to lose a lot of Hobbilars, I'm afraid, here, but Spearmen are coming in. Hobbilars are quite easy to replenish. Right, archers hold fire. Also, because we're hitting them from multiple flanks, this appears to be working quite well. Oh, we are losing a lot of Hobbilars. They are wrecking my light cavalry. Or at least one of them, anyway. That's fine. We're pinning them down. The spearmen are coming in. Hitting them from multiple flanks. Some arrow fire in here. Yeah, they are wrecking this Hobbilar unit. Cavalry unit with shields against the cavalry unit without shields. Arrows flying in. That should knock the numbers down a little bit more, down to 23. A little bit closer, Hobilars. Come on. A little bit closer. Pin them in. Pin them against our spears. There we go. Yes. We have them now. The general's there, right at the front line. They're still actually throwing their javelins, which that's a mechanic in this game that I've always found very strange. Like when your troops are engaging with them in melee, the AI will sometimes just ignore the melee and keep firing, which I find really strange. Like, why would you just sit there throwing javelins while you've got several men surrounded you, like prodding you with swords? You probably wouldn't want to do that. Down to the last, yeah, down to 3. Oh, now it's just the general. And there he goes.
Men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will. This is a clear victory.
Hey, Vasco is down. 11% lost. We lost a lot of Hobilars in that first unit, but the bulk of our force has survived, and that's the main thing. 54. Okay, it's not, you know, it's not actually that terrible in the grand scheme of things. We still have over 500 men for garrisoning, and it was really just the cavalry that we lost. We've still got plenty of cavalry to. So if we get counter sieged here, we've got plenty of cavalry. We've got 3 units worth to, you know, do some damage to enemy armies. So we're okay. We're all fine basically. So Burgos has been taken.
By God's will, we have triumphed.
Do I want to? I'm going to occupy
He has
4
granted us
feudal
victory.
knights. Well, hello. Okay. Gregory Dorby, fair in rule, +1 chivalry. I will happily take that. Thank you very much. 4 units of feudal knights. That's really nice. I wonder, actually, if we should try and sail those cavalry units round to here. Look at this. We now have. Was this the Bay of Biscay? Is that what this area was called? The Bay of Biscay. So we can. I wonder if we can sail those cavalry units round here. These are fishing ports, fishing villages. They're not really locations where our fleet can stop, really. But I might send. Might as well put them to use. I mean, I could obviously keep some behind for King Edward's army, but he's got plenty of cavalry. He's got fine. So I'm going to send these guys off, and I might actually send a couple of units of extra light ships just to bulk this Admiral Hubert's fleet up a little bit. Right, repair the wall. We can recruit some more light troops. I kind of want to see if I can get a tower. Yes, I can.
Yes, my liege.
That is a large Spanish force. That's a large, very heavy Spanish force. Oh dear, we may not be in a good position to try and defend Burgos. But at the end of the day, this was kind of like a raid. If we can hold this, great. If we can't, it's not the end of the world, I suppose. Let's get the tax rate down to low. About 70 florins we lose by doing that, but that's fine. If need be, I will abandon Burgos and get Gregory up to Bordeaux to garrison Bordeaux, and then put some troops back into Pamplona, assuming the Portuguese haven't laid siege. But yeah, if we get that cavalry around here, that should be fine. That should be good. So we have 8 turns to siege out Inverness.
An order.
We got some mercenary troops. They have a lot of troops in there. I kind of. Do I want to attack this outright right now? My longbows are not in exactly the best state either. They've been with in this king's army for a long time, and they've gone through 2 kings. They're on their 2nd king at this point. I'm going to siege out Inverness for a couple of turns, just so I can put a little bit of focus on the European side of things at the moment. Antioch, what do you want? Trade rights? Okay, okay. Yes, I will take trade rights. Somebody wants to, you know, wants some diplomacy with me. That's nice. Have we already gone through Spain's turn? I didn't actually see their banner pop up. Oh, we must have done. Okay. King of Denmark is dead. Okay. Blockade the port of Lyon. Okay. Okay, well, we do have a fleet on its way
sire.
in this direction.
A fine day to sail. Aye, sire.
And actually putting these feudal knights into
Yes, sir.
Burgos will actually... I wonder if it's Burgoth. I wonder if it's like pronounced like the S is almost like a th sound. Like the or th. So I wonder if it's Burgoth rather than Burgos. If anybody is of... from a region of Spanish speaking, if anybody's Spanish speaking, please correct me if I'm saying things anything incorrectly. And that actually goes for any region. If anybody's from France and I'm mispronouncing a French town, please correct me. I'm more than happy to be corrected. I don't want to offend people by mispronouncing place names. All right, we've got 1,000 florins on hand. We're making 700 a turn. We're not in the best of circumstances financially at this point.
Fleet ready, sire.
Yes, Majesty.
We'll get it
This
sorted.
is the heathen in question, my lord.
My lord.
France won't want to talk to us. I've already tried opening up to them. They have no interest. So I'm going to maybe try and get this diplomat
Stopping
down to
here,
Spain.
sire.
Maybe I can get
I shall continue
The
to
Spanish.
sire.
10 florins, 10 florins. Do the heavy one as well. Can I afford anything financially? When I say that, I mean, is there any buildings that I can purchase that will help me financially? That's what I mean. A fief grant, income bonus or penalty is a plus or minus 100. This indicates a feudal act of granting more lands, peasants to work them, and protection to vassals. In exchange, under the feudal system and the similar Byzantine pronoia system, each man owes military service to his lord. Enables the training of mailed knights for a maximum of 2. But the income bonus and penalty, is that dependent on public order? It doesn't actually say. Order goes up by 5%. Yes, that's correct. Okay. Buildings, that would go from 60 to 160. So it increased by 160. Okay, I will build it in London for now. I'm a little bit dubious. I'm not 100% convinced at the moment. Okay, so the Portuguese backed away from Pamplona. That's actually unexpected. I thought they would have laid siege. Oh, actually, why am I doing that? We have the ability to get a merchant here. There is some marble on hand for acquisition. So let's get ourselves a merchant.
Ships ready.
Pirate fleet.
A fine day to sail. Set sail.
No
Set sail.
Scandinavian fleets in the North Sea. I wonder if they have stopped looking at venturing across to attack me. I wonder if they are in the middle of sorting themselves out at the moment, because Denmark are at war with the Holy Roman Empire and Norway is at war with the Teutonic Order. Both factions have influence in this region. So I wonder if they are a little bit preoccupied at this moment in time.
We shall hear you out, but
No to a ceasefire though, which is a bit surprising. If you're not in a position to deal with me,
Spit on your neck.
why would you not accept a peace agreement? You have a lot of troops here that are not free upkeep. Well, these troops are going to go in the king's army
An order.
once he is getting ready to sail down this way. Well, into France, sorry. We'll keep the siege of Inverness going for another turn. That's a large French army. That looks like it's probably going to be the bulk of the French military, to be honest. Paris has got probably the rest, it looks like. But all of these towns and castles are not exactly the most well garrisoned. It's a bit like England, to be honest. Christopher Wollman, proven commander, social drinker, noble in battle, plain, -1 from popularity, has a negative effect on public order. Oh, that's a shame. It's a bit harsh. But you're in Pamplona. Okay, well I could send you
Yes, noble
Bordeaux.
sire.
Begone! You are not my liege! Fleet
Let's
ready, sire.
drop those feudal knights off. We'll send this fleet
Yes, sir. Full sails.
around to Lyon.
Aye, sire.
I'm going to send one of the ships that way to help. I'm going to bring you down to here.
Yes, sir.
My liege.
I'm going to sail you around to Bordeaux just because that French force can intercept him around here. And we don't want him getting intercepted. It looks like the Portuguese are coming back to Pamplona.
Orders.
I could send one of the cavalry units into Pamplona to assist with the garrison. Put the other 3 into Burgos, maybe.
Yes, my liege.
How much do we get for the marble? 135. Lovely. 18 for the wool, 24 for the dyes. Do we have any other resources in this occupied territory? It doesn't look like it. So it looks like the marble is going to be the one to go for. So we're going to go for that. Milan has been excommunicated. This pope is on a rampage. That's me and Milan excommunicated. That is... I mean, the Holy Roman Empire is pretty much excommunicated. It doesn't actually say they are. At least we have at least 10% favour. But where it says that England and Milan have been denounced, it doesn't actually say that for the Holy Roman Empire. I wonder if they're about to be denounced. Potentially. Do I put an extra cav unit in here? I think I will. I think I'll put a spare one in there.
Your will, sire.
Rest into Burgos.
As you wish.
London has a beef. 37 projected. Bristol ready. Sorry. I can't upgrade any of these places. I have no money to do so. Did that actually improve? Nope, it did not. It said that it was going to go up from 60 to 160, and we have actually gone down. Oh, actually, no, I say we've gone down. We haven't moved. It hasn't actually added anything. It has given us 5% to public order, considering we are at high taxes. But that's fine. Low. Cork is normal. Edinburgh is low. If I do normal for York and Edinburgh, their public order drops a little bit. If I can do it for a turn, 405.
Ships ready.
Better than what it was about to offer me.
Yes, sir. Full sail.
Yeah.
A fine day to sail.
All right, one more turn for Inverness. I mean, at the moment, we're not in a rush to get across to northern France. It doesn't look like they have any desire to really kind of establish garrisons there. I think a lot of these factions that are in Europe are kind of preoccupied with each other. Like, we've got these 2 large French forces in Bordeaux at this point in time, but they're not doing anything at this moment. They had the movement points to just launch a siege if they wanted to, and they haven't done anything. Principality of Antioch relations worsened. Why have they worsened? What have I done? That's what I don't understand. We've actually improved across the board. That's nice. Down to 331. What are you made up of?
only address you in battle.
Oh, they have Knights Hospitallers. Okay. Okay. They've got mostly militia units again. But a couple of heavy units.
On my way.
Fleet ready.
Taking the troops ashore, sire.
There we
Hail,
go.
my king.
Aye, sire.
Right. You head this way.
A fine fleet ready.
You lay
Access
siege.
to their port, my lord.
Siege. You blockade. The Castilian capital is at Lyon. That's why there's so many troops here and they haven't left. Okay. That is absolutely fine. Let's start retraining. Spearmen. Tax rate to normal. Well. nothing happening right now. We've got ourselves a nice foothold. Burgos is our weakest link out of the three, but you know, it could be worse. I think we've got a nice position here at the moment.
Yes, my lord.
I'm going to try and get to the Spanish.
Yes, sire. If only I could.
It'd be nice to get some peace agreements.
Aye, sire. Yes, sir. Full sail.
Fleets.
A fine day to sail.
A few towns not very happy with me at the moment in the British Isles, but that's fine. Okay.
Yes. They'll wish they'd never been born,
563. I mean, I could just siege them out, but we do need these troops at some point. Don't forget, we've got to retrain them as well. Yeah, might as well just attack it. Let's get this over and done with. I got 2 catapults. I was able to knock through the walls of a castle once before with just a single catapult. 2 will be fine.
Units,
Okay.
await my orders.
Yeah, probably going to be this wall, to be honest. Stay out of the way a little bit. Longbows. And heavy cavalry on the flank. Right. Smash that wall. I could go for the gate, but they're going to probably have burning oil. It's going to take a while. Oh, we are knocking the wall down. We have some archers up there. Wall is slowly coming down. I thought our boulders might do a little bit more damage than this, but also now shot at. I thought we would have been out of range of this. Okay, apparently not. Back away. Yep. Fortunately, I now can't see what damage we're doing. Okay. So we've knocked a couple of people off the wall. I can see a couple of them on the floor.
To slay our ungodly foe.
Okay, so we do not have a lot of boulders left, and their entire force is blocking this gap here. I mean, the Galaglica are going to be going in first, no doubt about that. I'm going to bring you forward again because screw the tower. Oh, now we're getting shot up by that one. Really? Yeah, if we really, it'd be really good if we could knock this tower down. I don't think we're going to make it. I don't think we're going to have enough ammunition. Although I could possibly be standing corrected here. Oh, we might do it. Oh, we lost a catapult. Oh, we did it. Oh, well done, men. Well done. Well done indeed. You guys get out of the way. This way. Right. Archers, run over here. Everybody over this side so we're not... I mean, we're still going to be in range of that tower, unfortunately, but... Maybe... front here. I've got like one shot left, so I kind of want to use the flaming shot on these Highlanders. So I'm bringing my catapult right into the door that we've created, and I'm going to throw a rock through it.
We await your command.
Smash that. See if this is going to do enough. Well, we put a line in it, so... We also killed, I think, a few of them when we knocked this wall down, so that's good. Right, archers, let's tighten up the formation a little bit. Oh, hello, we're getting shot at by archers. Back away, back away, back away. We can be in range of their Highlanders, we just don't need to be in range of their peasant archers. Back off. Well done. Okay. I don't think you should be able to shoot me now. Let's see how much damage we can do with our archers from range. You have their backs turned to us. There we go. Very nice. So what I might do is I might pause, like hold fire, then launch an attack again. They'll go into loose formation. Wait for them to tighten up again. Launch another attack. Pretty well, actually. Then they're all nice and bunched together. It just gives me a bit more... makes my shots a little bit more effective, to be honest. Dun, 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 dun. It's like a dance. Oh, I missed that one. Kind of dancing to their tune at this point. This is 2 of their 3 Highland units, and my missiles are doing a pretty good job. Wait. I'm accidentally hitting some of their cavalry at the same time. This is great. D. 9. 70 men here. Down to 68. Not the best. Okay, let's re-angle ourselves slightly. Let's aim for that group of 50. There's no way that tower's shooting me. Really? You're still shooting me? How are you shooting me? Really? Off. It's gracious. Alright. Those Highlanders have retreated. Taken refuge on top of the gatehouse. So this is now open to us. More or less. We could just send a Galaglyke in. I don't know who we could go up against, I'll be honest. Can I maybe get some shots off against the enemy cavalry? Can we maybe get some kills here? I don't think we're going to do enough damage, I'll be honest, because we're shooting up and over the wall, so... yeah, might just hold fire. Right, group 1. This is where we're going to suffer casualties. The Galaglyke are going to go in. I might send the Galaglyke against... I'm going to send them against the Highlanders. I kind of want them to break this Highland unit and then hold this one in place when they come round. Get my Billman against this. Feudal Knight unit. Here we go. Right. Let's get the swordsman up here as well. Next. Oh, hello. I wanted you. Over here. Okay. Hillman, run this way. Come on, just run this way into the cavalry. Attack them. Right, well, their feudal knights are... Sounds like they're having a bit of a struggle. I think we're probably suffering just as many casualties as they are in this attack, but plenty of them are falling down. That's good. That's the main thing. Their archers are now going to be shooting at us from the wall, which is not great. Oh, actually, no. They're coming off. They're coming for the wall. Right, looks like feudal knights are holding firm now. They're kind of getting a bit of a balance going. Gallaglyke are doing good. Right, swordsman. Get you in this pile. The knights are definitely going down, not as quickly as they were a minute ago, but they are still dropping. We're going to get our swordsmen in against these Highlanders. Send these swordsmen against that archer militia. Swords versus Highlanders. Let's see how that goes. My swordsmen are better armoured, but I don't know if their attack is as good. Where are we at? 13%. We're down to the last, what, probably third? Or less than a third of the time limit. That's fine. We spend a lot of the time doing missile volleys. So I'm not bringing the archers up yet because the tower just starts shooting at them, and there's not really a lot that they can do at this point. So I've got all these Highlanders to deal with, though, and they are not relenting.
They have lost half their men.
Cavalry's down to 7. Captain's there. Get all of those Highlanders around there. Swordsmen up against the archers. 82 archers left. Being supported by a single knight. It's down to 3.
Heavy infantry, attack!
I'll kill that one knight. Keeps getting hit, so he's taking wounds. He's not suffering the fatal hit at this point. That's disappointing. And there goes the captain. Lovely. The Highlanders are causing me a little bit of a bloody nose. Right, archers are routed. And there goes the rest of the force. You know what? I'm not going to pursue. I'm not going to run them all down for the sake of experience. I think I'm going to leave it like that just because we've suffered enough casualties as it is. 196, that'll do. 16%. So we recovered 3% of our losses. Injury. Yeah, 196 losses. But that is now the British Isles secured. That's the main thing. And as this was an independent castle, I can afford to... well, I say just because it's independent, it's a bit harsh, but I can afford to sack it and get a bit of money from it. Inverness is not going to need a massive population anytime soon, so to speak. Get some land clearance going as well. Okay.
My key.
Archer militia. Start sending Edward, Edward south. Going to try and get some replenishment done in southern England. He hasn't been back to England in quite a while, so he's going to get back down there and replenish up a little bit.
Ships ready.
I think there's anything else I need to do. Oh, now we've got a bit of money. I might as well retrain. That. I could build a blacksmith there. I think that would probably be beneficial. We have a sword unit in Pamplona. Might be worth getting another one. There we go. Lovely. Crown of Castile.
My liege,
Doing anything?
we must make
Oh,
a
okay, so the
stand.
French are going after
We
some
are
rebels.
besieged.
Fine. Bordeaux is now under siege. That's also fine. I welcome their attempt. Assuming that our information was accurate, that French army is predominantly militia. And now that we have a general in command of the garrison of Bordeaux, which also consists of longbows plus some heavier units, I think Bordeaux should be fine. Yeah, we're going to be fine.
Begone! You are not my
Mostly
liege.
militia. The cavalry will get wiped out easily. A couple of wooden stakes at the gateway, and that solves them. Yeah, should be fine. Should be fine. Inverness is sorted. Settlement besieged. Going up across the border. We're not anywhere near the top spots at any point soon, but hey, 1,500 a turn. That's good. I'm glad with that.
Fleet ready, sire. Set sail. Yes, sir. Full sail.
3 turns to blockade that port.
Ships ready. Combining naval forces.
Well, Pamplona still hasn't been attacked, so... And we're getting a blacksmith there, so get some armor upgrades.
Come and get
We
me,
do have
coward.
rebels in the British Isles.
Command
We
me,
may want to
sire.
consider resolving at some point.
I'm only here to fight the Yagaloot, my king. As you command. I've tried whipping them, sire, but the men are spent.
Get rid of you because you're not free upkeep. So that we can have levy spearmen in that castle. Can I... Can't get them anywhere else. I've got a couple of units down in Dublin, but Dublin is in dire need of the garrison to keep public order in check. I could send a unit from Galway, I suppose. Well, how long is it going to take for me to get another unit to be able to recruit? 3, 2, 2, 1. Okay, so might as well just wait it out a turn. Chester, you need some development. Let's have a look. If I build a market, you go from 180 to 194. If I build a port, 180 to 194. If I build communal farming, 103 to 129. You do not have the best, really, do you? That gives me 40 blacksmith straight away. I suppose something to remember, though, is that communal farming improves farms and food production, which will have an impact on population growth. So... yeah, I might go for farming.
Fleet ready, sire.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. Diplomat, you can go... I suppose it doesn't really matter where you go, does it? But towards
question,
Zaragoza. At least
sire.
then we can talk to both the
Tomorrow's
Portuguese and the
journey
Spanish. If we
planned
need
out,
to.
sire.
Yes, Your Highness. Name the blasphemer.
We can do... You want
Your orders.
right, here are you.
What lies
Demanding
bring us there?
trade rights. Map information. Still demanding. Firmly rejected. Yeah, there's no way we're going to get peace with them anytime soon. We need the Pope to pass on so that we can be reconciled. As soon as we're reconciled, I think the other factions, the other Catholic factions, are going to be a little bit more open to the idea of some sort of diplomacy with us. I could be completely wrong. I may be entirely wrong in that assumption. Okay, so France did not attack Bordeaux this turn. We have a reasonable garrison here. We've got 3 cav units. We've got 6 missiles.
I will only
I
address
could
you in battle.
bring my longbows out and attack this and do a little bit of damage, potentially. Narvan's got some farming. Lovely stuff. Money's gone up a little bit, I think, from that. Narvan is in a position to be developed, but we don't have the money for it.
My lord. Sire.
I think you guys need to go to Galway and get replenished.
Orders. Sire.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Public order's now gone down. Oops. Okay. What else could I build? Something else. Look, you need public order. So public order due to happiness increased by 10%, but due to law -5. So you go up by 5%, basically. There's mines here as well. Then again, you just need to be upgraded to a, stone wall. The lack of development is what impacts public order as well.
Yes. Marching, sir. We go no further today.
So we have 5 units in garrison.
My
1, 2,
king.
3, 4, 5. Okay, so Edward can go into Nottingham straight away without us having to play around with
Ships ready.
garrison setup.
Set sail.
Nothing in the North Sea still. Going to keep
Yes,
that
sir.
view
Full
open. I'm still going to keep an eye on them. Okay, I might hold on to a little bit of my money just so that I can...
Your Majesty.
Did you expect us to be happy to see you? Until next time.
They don't want anything.
Sire.
I'm going to hold on to a little bit of my money just so that I can upgrade York.
Name the field of battle. We will meet you there.
So you can attack me outright. I don't have any longbowmen
Your will.
in this army, so I can't... I think I might have to move a unit over.
Orders.
I'm going to take my experienced unit over here. We have some basic spearmen, got cavalry. Do we maybe want a heavy infantry unit too?
Orders. Your will, sire. As you wish.
Just to assist. Might help. Okay. Right, we're going to leave it there today, guys. Thank you so much for watching today. I think what I might try and do maybe next time is sally out at Bordeaux with longbows and cavalry and just try and knock their numbers down a little bit. With the longbows, we'll have lots of range. It'll be like the days of when we played with the elves in the Third Age campaigns. We'll sally out with our long-range missiles. We'll fire off all of our arrows, retreat back to the town centre, end the battle. I'm kind of hoping that maybe I can... I'm thinking I'm going to do enough damage. I don't know whether to go for the cavalry or the infantry. I'm not really sure. But I'm thinking we'll basically just sally out, do some damage, retreat, end the battle.
I will only address you in battle.
Maybe we can do enough damage for them to abandon the siege. We've got 9 turns for that siege, or I could just hold out and see if they attack me, I suppose. 9 turns. It's not. I mean, there's plenty of time for us to sally out and do damage if they don't attack us. So that's fine. We're going to get Edward back to Nottingham. We're going to get his army replenished over time. And then we're going to get his army across into northern France. And we're going to start causing a little bit of chaos here. And we're going to hold out until that Pope passes on. And hopefully we'll get reconciled. I don't know. I'm convinced on going for Con. I'm not sure 100%. Do I maybe go for Antwerp instead? I don't know. The army with Edward is an army built from castles. It's not a city army. So I feel like Con is probably the best option. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be interested to read what your thoughts are on things. Public order is going to be sorted out here soon. I mean, look at the blue faces. We are not doing that great with all these blue faces. 2 of these are because of taxes at normal rather than low, but yeah, maybe I shouldn't have got rid of those peasants. Maybe I'll get a new peasants. Some peasants around. Yeah. So yeah, we need to sort out the public order in Scotland, Northern England, and Ireland. It's not great, but it's manageable for the moment. And then obviously we have our trio of settlements in mainland Europe around the Bay of Biscay. Either side of the Pyrenees. I think we're going to be okay. Burgos is probably going to be lost at some point. They are not very well garrisoned compared to the other 2.
Talk is cheap.
10-card army. That's an 18 card.
We will meet you there.
Yeah, I'm not convinced on on my likelihood of surviving a Burgos, but we're going to give it a try. We're going to give it a go. And he's a general, not a family member, so it's not a big deal if we lose him. But yeah, that's my plan for the next few episodes. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you all next time.